let's look at this example here. So it's, again, it's the same one on your paper, but we're trying to solve this, and there's a lot more pieces here than just absolute value. If we're going to use that definition of absolute value, we have to isolate the absolute value first. That's the first thing you have to do, get that thing by itself. So this is a good example because they're showing how you do that in step 1. So what do they do in the first step? Here to here? Anybody?
Don't you
Divide by 2, both sides. So we want to cancel this 2. This is multiplication, right? So divide by 2. Good? Down here, I'm not going to ask you guys to do this.
When'd you get it? Because it's all beat up.
The beginning of this year, I think. It's for cards.
That's good. That's good, except positive. Everything's good.
I'm so confused. How do you get this accident? You go.
Well, again, when you look at this, you would have down here. Could you read B to me?
X plus 1 minus 4 equals negative 2.
Okay. So what's the first thing that we have to do? Yes. Well, why? I should say, what is the goal? The goal is to get what by itself? We got to get the absolute value by itself first. Isolate the absolute value. So how do we do that? So we're going to add 4. So negative 2 plus 4.
2.
This is where I'd say about half of us are getting hung up. Here's where we have to use that definition of absolute value. This expression has to be 2 or negative 2. So to make this a true statement, this, whatever this is, has to be 2 or negative 2, right? This absolute value is going to be 2.
We have to do that for all of them? For a...
So it is more writing, but we're going to miss out on some solutions if we don't translate this absolute value into one. And we know how to solve each one, right? How do we solve for x here?
Add 1. I subtract 1 on both sides.
All right, so let's do that. And here, 10. Negative 2 minus 1. You got to write that 4.
Wait, the 1 isn't negative, it's just 1?
Yeah, because you're going to subtract 1, right? You're going to subtract 1 from both sides.
Yeah.
So those instructions are not different than what we had to do here.